Hello, my name is Abe, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Die for the Lich demo. So far, I'm loving the music of the main menu here, just a nice, simple strum. The sound of the rain in the background. I'm loving the aesthetics and the vibe already. As for the gameplay, let's learn. Play campaign. It's the demo. I don't even know if the demo is available. It might be, but I got a key for this game and I installed it today, so hopefully it works. Undertaker. Health 30. Weapons. Shovel and a coffin shield. Objects. We have 5 D4s, 3 D3s, sorry, 3 D6s, 1 D8, and 1 clover. So I wonder if this is going to be like a Astrea game where you have individual die that you can upgrade the faces of. So we can have a D4 that's like an attack die, and we can replace sides and buff sides, and we can reroll individual sides of the die. And each die is independent. It's not like they're exact copies of themselves. I don't know. Literally have no idea. Classic map design, just straight up Slay the Spire / FTL. I know that a lot of people say that Slay the Spire kind of created this roguelite map design, but realistically, that is just a turned upright FTL map design. Sure, you can go backwards in FTL, but for the most part, the process of going from one end to the other is the same between those. I suppose in Slay the Spire, you have access to the full like map pathing that you can take as you move up, but I still say that FTL is the progenitor of that. Now, if there's any game that happened before that had a similar kind of map design for a roguelite type of game, I don't know. But okay, we have symbols. There are a couple of nodes that we have to pass through: a shop and a pentagram. Between those, there are random events strewn about. I do kind of wish that they were easier to differentiate on the red background. Maybe a little bit of color would go nice here. Yellow for the coin, red for these. Start with our chest. Could also be the tutorial route as well. There's the map, top right corner. We have a pause button, coins, a shovel, a shield, and a weapon slot. Shovel can roll 1 D4 from your tray. Add 2 to counter on critical with these shovels. Interesting. I don't know why it says 6 and 4. We have 10 die in our deck. Maybe you don't upgrade the die at all. Maybe they're just literally roll D4, roll D6. In which case, I'm a little disappointed. I would love configurable die like Astrea, 6-sided Oracle. That game did it right. Pick only one. An Ember die can be rolled after a critical. 2 bones. -1 to the counter. Or coins. Add 1 to the counter. I don't know what a bone does. Is it a permanent addition to my deck? I'll take that because I think it's a little bit more interesting having a rare die. But can we get rid of the bones? It said it was a trinket, but it also said the coin was a trinket. And would the coin be a coin here? Or maybe if you play the trinket once, it actually gets purged out of your deck. I don't know. You know what? Do we want to fight an elite enemy first? Hell yeah, brother. Let's do it. Blood Moon. Player's turn. You draw 5 objects at the beginning of your turn. Okay. Select a weapon from your inventory to equip it. Select the shovel. You can now roll dice and trinkets to add their value to the counter. I see, these are not rolled yet. Roll a 6. It was a critical. You're in a critical state, you can't roll more dice. Okay. Every weapon has its own critical effect. Hover over your weapon to read it. You can roll a d4 from the tray. Yes. Then what? Oh, so roll a d4. I don't know why. One attack power for every d4 rolled from the tray. You can attack any enemy by selecting them. They're going to be hitting me for 2 each, and they restore health. Okay, so let's go for the... They're both roughly the same. Let's go for the unit that actually scales. You can use each weapon once per turn. Now we use the shield. Gotcha. So I think if we roll a 4 exactly, we get the counter, right? So what happens if I roll like an 8 and then I overroll here? Failed roll. You've rolled over the critical value and failed. Clear the board by selecting your weapon. 3. Counter is under the critical value, but you can keep rolling. So we can select another die to use it, or we can say, keep the 2. It's forcing me to do this. It busted, so we failed the roll. Clear the board. Didn't get any block and turn. I understand. All right. So you select a weapon, you roll for it, you go from there. We have a bone. So bones have a purpose, because if you roll a 5, you can make it a 4, right? So if we take the shield and we try to roll a 4 or a 5, you can also switch weapons during failed rolls. Okay. You don't keep the value of it, unfortunately. I see. I guess let's roll. I can't switch to the shield, though, because I locked it in here. We might just die on this encounter because they heal every turn. Yeah, roll -1. All right, fine. I think I soft-locked the game by rolling a bone. Look. Oh, no. They want, hold on. I didn't, there was a tutorial pop-up. What did it say? You know what? That's why I'm recording, baby. All right, what was that just flashed on the screen? Okay. It was, you can gain armor by selecting yourself. But I rolled a -1, so I don't think I gained any armor. Okay, end turn. We're gonna take 7. They're gonna heal for 3. I can't kill these enemies. They have too much health and I don't do enough damage because I only have 2 pieces of equipment. But I get it. So what's the point of, oh my God. You can roll trinkets freely when in the critical state. I know! Yep, I know. No, don't! I just did that! It was in a fail state, so I rolled a -1. Now they're forcing me to roll a 9. Oh, it gave us 9 damage. We can actually kill him, and the +1 per turn was... I see. Okay. So it wasn't a negative doing that, necessarily. He's gonna cast a buff, he's not doing any damage. We gotta hit hard. We have a bone, roll 7. Oh, it failed rolled on an 8. Dude, I'm going for it. Bone. Ding. Now I don't have anything else to do on this turn. Okay, I like it. This is very interesting. Asheran says the design reminds me of Hexen. Never played it. So I understand the value of Ember Die. If you enter the critical state, you can overroll. So we want to roll, ideally, 6. And then we can overroll. We did 12 damage and killed them. So that's the power of having an Ember Die. Create a bone for each object on the board and place them in your tray. So we get free bones. Predict a random dice roll inside your tray. Fun! Let's take the crow skull, that way we can manipulate the board. Presumably it doesn't fill the deck permanently. Probably only when this thing is on the board. Very interesting. Copper. Can't roll higher than the highest rolled value on the board. So if we roll a 3 with 1, and we need to get a 3 to crit, we can roll this and it won't roll a 4. But because we have bones, I don't think we want this. What's this called? This is Die for the Lich. That was literally the first combat, but I'm kind of liking the die rolling mechanic. We're gonna be able to hopefully get some more equipment, and then we can experiment more with how the equipment synergies work together. But yeah, so far I'm kind of liking it. I'm seeing what they're going for here with manipulating the values of rolls as opposed to the die themselves. Common, 4, reusable in the same turn if critical. So we have another shield. So if we crit on this shield, we add 2. If we crit on this, reusable in the same turn. I mean, can't we just reuse equipment anyways? Maybe we get the same value twice on this equipment? I don't know. We'll see. You're a ghost. You're gonna steal my money. Draw 1 from the bag when hurt. I guess by attacking you, we get draw out of it. Let's try to... Let's experiment with the shield. 2, 3. If we switch here, it puts those in the bag, unfortunately. Let's roll a 4, a 1. So I could gain 1 block, and now it can't be used again. I guess the weapons can always be reused. Shields can't if you use it on yourself, I guess? I don't know. 2, 7, failed roll. All right, I mean, look, rolled pretty poorly, I suppose. Add 3 to the counter, -1 from the counter, 6, 4. This is what we're looking for. This is a much better situation for us, I think. It's so close. If we roll a 1 or 2, we get there. No, I think we're gonna hit you and draw. And we can't use the See, previously I was able to use equipment more than once, I think. Now not so much. But maybe that was because I just failed the roll, but I don't know. Create a bone for each object on the board and oh, the object on the board is here. I see. So we got a critical. So we can block and we can reuse it because we got a crit on it. Let's use this shield now. Now that's not reusable. At this point, this is a temporary bone. At this point, there's no reason to roll because we're not taking any damage, but we could just theoretically do that for no reason. End turn. Okay. Connie says this doesn't feel like a clone, which is positive these days. Yeah, it's a very interesting mechanic of rolling the die and then you're effectively assigning them to equipment, but you have to select the equipment first. Something like Spell Rogue was way too similar to Dicey Dungeon for my liking. It was basically if Dicey Dungeon met Slay the Spire. You have the enemy combat encounters of Slay the Spire, but you had equipment, you would roll die and you would grab it, you would grab a die, you would assign it to the equipment, you would say use. This is way more gambling, isn't it? Because you have to select the equipment and say, come on, Puppet needs a new smack with the shovel. Free critical? So using this will cause us to bust, I think, right? So instead, we'll just roll this for an 8. Smack ya. Can't use it anymore. Fair. Sure, gain some block. End turn. We're gonna take 4. We're gonna need a heal at some point. Cast a buff and attack. You know what, that's good enough. Can't use the shield anymore, which is, or can't use the weapon anymore, which is unfortunate. We have way too much block. Vampiric. So we want to, oh, unused things on the board stay there. That's something that I wasn't anticipating. So we only need we literally just need a 1. And now we have enough things on the board where I'm like, okay, I think we can try and maybe roll. Perfect, a 6. We smack you. We don't have any more equipment to use, so we have to end our turn. You know what I like about this? First of all, I didn't know that you would keep your draw every turn. That's kind of interesting, that's fun. But you kind of do have energy, right? Your energy is your equipment. In something like Slay the Spire, the cards would dictate how expensive they are, but here you can only play anything once per turn, seemingly. You know, I should have rolled a bone, then rolled the skull, but now we can roll this for free, hit you because we crit, and kill you. I should have tried to re-roll another die on a crit, but I don't think it'll allow you to do that. Coin. Every side is an odd number, odd die. So a 1, 3, a 5, and a 7. I like that. 1, 3, like 3, 5, and 7 are pretty good numbers. Ah, you only select one. I thought you would get them both. For 10 blood, we can get a blood blade. Can roll any die but take 1 damage for each roll on crit. Mark of critical blood. Critical is your missing health. Ah, so the critical for us would be 22. Sharon. Another traveler. I hope you brought some coins, and if not, there are other ways to pay. He looks like a damn troll. I love it. Okay, so we've done this event. I want to see what a hand is. Hands. We can give you a D6 or a... I don't know what this is. I'm gonna give you a D4. Wait. Let's give you a D6 and a D4. You gave me a D6. Was it removal or was it merging? Like, we have an opportunity to put 2 things together and make like a odd bone die or something. -5 to the encounter. Oh, not the encounter, the counter. Rusty Spear could do up to 11, but if you crit, it only goes down to 5. I think that's a bad weapon. Because you have to roll an 11 to get a 6, but we have a shovel. It could allow you to attack twice per turn, but I kind of like the idea of having some okay blocks here. It's a dice deck. It's a dice deck. I think I don't want the spear. I wish I could hold it, but we only have this many equipment slots. Oh, sacrifice. Yeah, sacrifice a D4? No, a 6. And we healed for 6. Okay. We have a pentagram. Ghost Saber can roll unlimited ghost die. A ghost die. They evaporate if it moves into your discard bag. Or, for 10 on the shield, we can draw 3 times. That's actually really nice, because you can keep replaying things. I mean, I honestly think maybe you go for the shield? This doesn't give us ghost die is the thing, but drawing is nice because it's permanent. If you draw die and you don't use them, you can keep them. If you draw dice, I'm not good at this. So I think we replace the shield. Debt curse, oh god. ×9 curse start counter with -4. Okay, I did not anticipate that happening. I'm gonna try something here. I'm gonna put Ember die and Odd die in here, and I wanna see what happens. We get an odd D6, I see. So the shape of the die on the left, the effect of the die on the right, and you can merge them. That's what this is. So that's bad, because the other die that we had was really good, but now we understand how it works. So when we do another run, we'll be able to understand what's happening. You are taunted. You get stronger on a D4, but it's only temporary. It really should list that it's temporary. That's all I'm gonna say. The Gogstat Shield. So we have to roll a 14 on pretty high values. I might just try to go for Rusty Shield because I know we're oh my god. What a complete whiff. You know what? End my turn. I don't deserve to live on a roll like that. Okay. 7. One. Yeah, that worked. 7. Roll a... If you roll a... You know, roll a 5, because if you roll a 3 or a 5, we're there. So you rolled it, we drew. I would like to get some bones, please, so we can put these in our pile. We can gain 10 shield. And now the curse is 8. Man, curse sucks. You had a bone? Yeah, but we were, weren't we 2 over? I would have to have 2 bones in order to go from 6 to 4, because I overrolled. Right now we don't really have too much in the way of, like, damage, but we're also tanking it all. You can roll 1 d4 from your tray on crit. Oh, that's why the d4 is always being selected, because you could roll more if you need to. I see, I understand now. That's why it was letting me roll d4s when I crit with the shovel. That's how you can do more damage with the shovel. I gotcha, I gotcha. I understand. My god, rolling a 14 is pretty tough. It's probably better to... Well, I mean, now that I think about it, we're dead if we can't, like, kill you. We're definitely not killing you. Alright, I think I'm just gonna end my turn, die, and we will respawn, but we've unlocked things, and we understand how to actually use the game. We've unlocked a D10, a 12, the Blood Blade, which we saw in the shop, and an odd D10. Okay, play a run. I like it. You start with a random piece of equipment. We can get a negative D4, so it'll reduce the counter by 1 to 4, or Fishhook. If we play it, we can return objects from the board to the tray. So if we don't like the rolls, we can re-roll with the Fishhook. Probably not itself, but everything else is re-rollable. I think I like that more than the negative because we can just redo a roll. And now that I understand, let's go for the elite fight early. I think that the balance would need a little bit of work on things like the map. You should never be able to fight an elite as your first encounter. Take a little bit of lessons from Slay the Spire. I think would be appropriate. But it's the same buff, it's just healing every turn. So it'll take time, but we can get through it. I could theoretically kill the dog in one hit if we roll a 6. But it has to be from this die, or we roll a 6 and then we add 4 to it. Let's see if we can roll a... It's so bad, though. Well, if we roll a crit here, we do block enough. So let's give... A 1 or a 4 is a crit. It's the perfect wrong answer there. A 1 from this is a crit. Why do we have the opportunity to roll an 8? I guess you can still roll if you want. Let's bring everything back. Try it again. A 1 or a 4. A 1. It's the same roll. Do they roll the same, maybe? Well, I mean, at this point, I guess let's see what we can roll. Sure, give me 3 block, we take 2. Don't do any damage if they're just gonna heal it. I'm assuming that we just got unlucky on the rolls for a second time. 2? One. There's your crit. Then we can roll a 4. It got enough to kill the dog. That's incredible. Now that was a lucky one. So I'm going to hit you because we can... No, this is a block. We should block. That's not the shovel. You can't reuse the shovel after you use it, so I couldn't hit her, keep drawing. It's not how that's gonna work. You're hitting for 5. I guess you are getting... So you're getting stronger every turn. I understand. Failed roll. I guess let's maybe do it again. Actually, we should probably block. That's acceptable. I'll hit you for 5. We do roll. All right, we'll take 2. Kind of playing the odds a little bit, but this fight is just getting harder and harder as time goes on. But now we actually have, like, better things, too. Okay, let's roll. We hit you pretty hard. Now, can we roll a 4? I would like to clear the board. I would like to... Like, if I swap equipment, I can clear the board. Can I not clear the 2? I know I could fishhook the 2. I don't want to fishhook the 2. I guess you have to, like, either crit or fail. You know what? Fishhook this. Try it again. 2. 2. That's enough block to take no damage. I can almost certainly roll a 6. There you go. Okay, much better this time around. We also earned experience, which I just saw. For the highest rolled die on the board, roll a ghost die with the same value. Reroll an object from the board. I like rerolling. Ghost Tooth just lets you roll a copy of what's on the board. So if you roll a 2, you can get another 2, if 2 is the highest. If you roll a 3, you can roll another 3. Or if you crit, you can roll another high value roll, theoretically. Let's go for the Ghost Tooth then. If we get Ghost Sword, maybe we can synergize with the Ghost Sword. Ghost Sword. Rusty Hammer. On crit, roll a d20 from the tray. Might as well hold it. It's more damage. But we don't have any d20s. So 2 dogs. Welcome to 2 dog. Let's roll again. This is a very important turn if we can roll block. All right, do it again. You know, I'll take 3. And then let's try to roll something here. 3 damage. It's not particularly effective, but maybe we should have saved the die. We didn't have to play it. 3 and 4 damage. Let's start here. This is tough, because if we roll a 7, we can kill a dog. Oh! Okay. Speaking of kill a dog. That's literally the perfect roll. Okay, that was a great turn. There's a lot of luck involved here. I'm realizing. There is a lot of luck involved. 1. 4. You know what? At some point, we do need to put up some block in this turn. So if we roll Ghost Tooth, I think we will overroll, because we're not in the critical state. So I think we're going to take 3 block, which is, at this point, the most we can get unless we roll a 1. End turn, take 2. And hopefully here we can just kill you. We can just kill you. The hammer is probably gonna roll well. Probably. So I could roll another 4. Still gonna try. 4. 7. Ghost Tooth. Rolled a 4. Okay, so you can Ghost Tooth after the crit state. We get 1 coin. Or tray-bound die. Returns into the tray if the action is successful. Very interesting. Reusable. Sounds fun. Because we could always just put that in the hammer, play it, and then get the hammer back. Do we want to fight another elite or merge die? We could make... I wonder if we could put Ghost Tooth on the right. But we could make a tray-bound D6 or a tray-bound D8. Because we can manipulate and merge. Do we want a tray-bound D6? I don't know. I think I'm just gonna, let's go to the shop. Hey, it's Legendary Bloodblade. It takes 10 health to buy it, and then you have to roll a 13. Does it really take 10 health to buy it? I don't really want it. The critical would be 17. I guess it's a lot of damage. That's the positive, right? You could just throw die into it, and then you have a good weapon. As long as you don't have health, but we're already wounded. Let's give it a shot. Because like I think I can one-shot these guys, right? Depending on what we roll. That should be enough. I mean, I think we just ice you. It doesn't hurt us. We leveled up. I don't know what that means. And then let's see if we can't roll block. It's actually perfect. Okay. So the one-hit kill sword actually does seem pretty strong. 8 damage. I bet we can kill you. 9. 10. 14! Okay, it was close, but we got it. Level up, select an ability. Draw an extra object from your bag at the start of each turn. Reroll ones on the board. Extra draw is pretty crazy. So that's what a level up means. I don't know how to look at experience. Oh, there it is, right there. 16 of 87. Trigger critical state if not in failed state. I think Ghost Tooth worked pretty well last time. So we can remove and heal or get an item. Let's get an item. An odd D10. Sure. I don't know how to perceive those as being effective. Tooth is a trinket, not a die. Yes, that is correct. But you still roll it. That ring seemed great. What was the ring again? We have to focus you. Oh, go into crit state. Probably, I don't know. Look, we'll figure it out. I would very much like to roll a 4. 25%, 25%. What would you go for? Oh, that'll do it. Then we can do the sword. Mine, bad ones, but let's just get some damage done. I like the sword. You don't actually waste rolls. And because we're so low on health, this is very reusable. Okay, this one is tempting. Two, not good. 6 is good. Let's roll another 6. And then let's roll a 3. And then let's roll a 4 for 1 HP. And then kill you. And then the action was successful, so we get this back. I can roll 2 block, which is as good as we're gonna get it. That was okay, I think. It do a lot of damage. Okay, so this is gonna just stay in our deck forever, which I'm loving. Now it's at 20. Crit is 20. 13. I mean, that literally kills you. Okay, I'm seeing the value of this sword now. So we get 2 coins or an ember die. I like that. So I'm understanding the value too now of being able to get into combat, level up, and get those like blessings. You can either skip for chests or engage in the combat. We might want to engage in the combat more often in the future. So I'm wondering if we could Ember a D8. That is literally just a buff, right? Rolled after a crit, you roll it after a crit, you roll higher. But let's pentagram. Snake dagger. Hit adjacent enemies for half damage, roll a D4 every roll. A D4 every roll. Interesting. So you want to roll 1d4, because if you roll a 3 and then a 3, or a 2 and then a 4, you crit. On crit, duplicate all die on the board as ghost die and place them in the tray. That seems insane. Are you going to give me... You know what? Keep this shield. Dump the shovel. You're cursed. You're at a -4 × 6. That's fine. You duplicate everything on the board. You're great. Strigoi and Vitala Skeleton Bishop. Fair. So we really want to crit this if we can get 9. We're not killing him. So let's see if we can roll well. That's like as good as it's gonna get. I think you take the 8. Honestly. And you say, man, that was actually pretty okay. Duplicate all the dice on the board. Trinket. D6. You know what? It won't duplicate trinkets. Right. So you know what? Why don't we just block with that? You heal, and you gain a bone every time I gain a bone when I hit you. You're gonna debuff me and you're attacking. All right. Seems like a good time to go ham. Unless we want to try to go for the crit again, because if we get it, we get everything back. It's 8. Odd roll. 2, 3, 4. No. 6 was a 1. 4. God, why do you have to be so bad? If we roll a 5, we're there. I mean, okay, roll Ember. We've got the hook. So we successfully rolled 9. That's acceptable. We don't need to roll anymore. Now, if I bring everything back, it'll go down to 0, but we'll still be in the crit state, which is really interesting to think about. No, I think we just want to block. Purges the curse of the equipment, and then we're going to start hitting you. So we have a ghost D10. You know what? Ghost die don't have their other ability. It's just a ghost die. That was a great roll. There's no way I'm gonna roll a 2. I think I'm just gonna accept 18 damage and end my turn. We still have 2, and the ghost die in the discard pile are gone. Evaporates if moved into the discard bag. Understood. You've debuffed me. Each bone in my tray does damage to me. I understand your debuff now. Still, shield. We still have the hook if we need it. Let's roll. And let's roll. And let's roll. And let's roll. If you roll a 1 or a 4, we're there. Well, let's keep trying to crit roll. We're still not there. We got it. Accept it. Then you move on to the Blood Blade. We have you, so we're just gonna kill you. You're not doing any damage. This is real interesting. I know I've said it already, but I kind of like what I'm seeing here in this game, and this is real, like, big brain hours here. We have kind of synergies with just big equipment, and that's real fun. So we rolled a 5 and a 1. If we duplicated the 5 and then used the flower, we would have had it, I think. But there's our crit. Our bag is freaking full, which is, I guess, exactly what we want. We're purging the debt curse. And oh look, I can roll 20. 14, roll a d6. 16, roll a d4. Guaranteed crit. So I can roll more. I'd rather not though, I don't want to take the damage. Abe's a big brain guy. I think I just got lucky with the equipment. Why did we take damage? I hit you and gained a bone. That's right, that was silly on my part. I forgot about the mechanics. Still, you're dead. I could have easily put up an additional bit of block. Okay, we have 2 fingers. Reroll an object from the board. Sure. Trinkets are nice. They're not die, but it's okay. And you guys are easy in comparison. Please don't kill me. A 1, a 4. Thank you. Getting ghost die out of the shield is insanely valuable. Oh, we are, whoa, we are doing more damage rolling these 4s. Okay, I see the problem. It's okay, we can kill one. There was a lot of low rolls, but that's okay. We leveled up, so we will get more equipment after this, theoretically. Our debuff wore off? I guess we still had the bone buff, the bone debuff. 6 and a 1. Add another 6 to that, please. He loves crack-a-lack-a-lacking at the rolls, doesn't he? Okay, Bloodblade is an insanely good piece of equipment. Holy heck. At the end of turn, heal 1 if you're at full health, gain max HP. Heal 3 on killing an enemy. That just seems better. Heal 1 per turn, or 1 per combat, or 3 per enemy. I'll heal 3 per enemy. Traybound is incredible. I will take that. Absolutely. I will get rid of a D4. We have too many of those. You heal me for 4. And we're fighting the boss. We actually made it this time. It's board. Anku and 2 stags. You're gonna block for 6. It's a very good opportunity for me to do some damage. You're not doing much. I don't have to block, but I still want to. Oh my god, you know what? Just take it. Oh, we purged the curse! Hey! Connie, welcome back. We got the first thunderstorms of the summer. I've just been chilling outside for the past 30 minutes. Is the game good? Yes, the game is good. If we add 6 to this, we do get 13 and we can kill 1. This game is a lot of fun so far. Healed for 3, so that means our crit on the blade is a little lower, but that's totally fine. He's gonna do 5 damage. What do I care? Let's put up some block. I will roll an odd D10. It could literally roll a 9. It didn't, but it could have. I'll roll a 4. And you know what? If I roll a clover, we will get ghost die. I have to be honest though, do we need the ghost die? Because we don't want to fill up the board with things that we can't use. And we're already on a 15. I think I'd rather just discard those, and then we'll try to do some damage on this turn. What a god-awful roll. You know what? Reroll this. It rolled into a 1. All right, do it again. Take everything off the board. There you go, 5, 1. It's better. 3. I can't kill you. Oh, I have another one of these. You rolled a 1 again. Game's busted. All right, end turn. We are taking 1 because I You know what? No, I don't want to take any damage. I always go for the ghosts. I didn't think we need it. Cast a buff. I imagine you're gonna get pretty scary. Dude, to be able to use those and just bring them back is incredible. So end turn. You're gonna cast a buff. When hurt, discard a random object from the tray. You're gonna do 10 damage. I understand. Let's kill you. Well, let's not kill you. Let's try to block. Yeah, let's ghost this. Well, you know, a tooth would also work because it's exactly 3. And then we can maybe ghost tooth again to make sure we take no damage. And now we have to roll. We've been healing, so now the blade is a little bit worse, but I think that's okay. You know what? Crit. And now I can roll more at the cost of the HP that we have. So like, there you go. I'll hit you for 21. You took something out of my hand. I'm okay with that. Oh, and the shield blocked it. Oh, see, I thought it would, because it's the blood blade, it would take my HP, but it's doing direct damage, which means we can block it. Ah, that makes that a little bit more interesting. Inflict a curse upon a random equipment, or no, random weapon specifically. Okay. We rolled a 6. That was a good first roll. Why did I not re-roll you? That was very silly of me. Let's try that again. 6, 4. A D9, if it rolls a 9, that would be perfect. Oh, we only need 2 more. Do we just want to accept this damage and discard? I think we're okay with that. The action is complete, so we do get these back anyways. Okay, what do you do? Who we dicing? We're dicing Father Greg from Bloodborne. 13 incoming damage. You cursed my shield. So you did curse a shield, not a weapon. And it's at -4, which is not really that problematic. I should be able to put up enough block. Because we can roll another 6. I could roll even more, but 15 block is totally fine. And then for you, we need to roll a 5. So let's roll a 6. We need to roll a 3. You know what? I'll accept it. And because we have a little bit of extra block, I can roll 2 additional die. This should be free. Nope, it still costs me 1 HP. Interesting. This one will be free. Reach it for 22. End our turn. In fact, we could do this just to show that that's a free action now. That's kind of nice having the tray bound die. Now you're blocking for 9. This is not seemingly a tough fight, honestly. We need to roll a 1. Now we need to roll a 1. Oh! It worked. I should have put up block first. Ah, yeah, okay. I see my problem there. We have 2 shields. I have 2 shields. Yes, and only 1 weapon, but this weapon has been pretty good so far. So, I'm gonna start by just playing a D4. Great, fantastic. I'm going to then go shield. Need to roll a 5. No, I did the math wrong. Do we go for... I think we try. I think we try to roll a 1. Because we can do it again. Roll high. Okay, we need to roll a 6 or a 3 in the clover, but instead we rolled a 4. So roll a d6. Clover means we crit out. Roll extra die. This is just for safety's sake. Then we can Bloodblade, roll 12. 1 and a 4. I need to roll much higher. I need to roll a 3. Failed roll. I'm okay taking a couple of turns to do this. We got time. Roll a 5. You know what? Roll the odd die. Alright, you know what? It's gonna take like an extra turn to kill you, but you have 4 HP. Literally anything I have kills you. There you go. Death of Anku. Game over. Odd die has been unlocked. The odd D12 has been unlocked. A soul D10 has been unlocked. Create a ghost D10 and place it in your tray on draw. So you get a free you get 2 D10s for 1. Ghost D12, ghost D20, leather D12. Draw once from your bag. When you play it or when you draw this? I guess maybe this just doesn't cost draw. Traybound D10, odd D20, a perk. Bones are positive instead of negative. Negative is nice though because it can save you from busting. Bustin'. Weapon, create a bone and roll it on crit. So you just get like a free -1 or a free +1. Very weird. On crit, draw once from your discard pile. Dante! We got a new character? We got a new character. Dude, I'm gonna keep playing because this game is actually a lot of fun. I like the clever mechanics at play here. And I suppose if there's not going to be... If you're not going to be able to manipulate the individual faces of individual die, then I like the idea of it being a gamble. Of rolling the die after you select your weapon and trying to see if you can actually make it work. It's a clever game. I enjoy it. Yeah, username, this is a good demo. This is a thumbs up already. I'm gonna play as the Dante. But this is a thumbs up for me. I'm gonna be definitely putting, a good word in on this one. So Dante has 5 less health, a dagger and a Bible, 4 D4s, 2 D6s, 1 D8, and 3 bones, which will add 1 value instead of subtracting 1 value. And the Bible is his shield. Lucky die, always roll what you need and bones. That is actually like the most best thing we could get. Now I don't know what coins are yet. I've not had the opportunity to understand what the coins do. But lucky die basically means it'll always roll the perfect value. So right now, we could keep rolling bones to add, but we don't need to. I will end my turn, and we will actually just draw more equipment. So you went from 3 to 2 damage. Interesting. 4. It rolled a free bone. We could pay more bones. I guess because we're going to draw soon, let's pay some bones. And let's put up a block. That's good enough. End my turn. Armor lost. Now, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I can't kill you, but putting up 4 block should be pretty easy. And if I roll this, it's a guaranteed 6. If I roll it now, it's a guaranteed 5. If I roll it now, it's a guaranteed 4. Okay, I would appreciate a little bit of a higher roll. I'm just gonna pay bones. I don't know why, that was completely unnecessary. You know, I'll pay some bones. Now the Gravekeeper could roll higher. He could roll 6 and then an extra die. Dante here can only seem to roll basically a 5 and then add bones to his damage output. So it's a little harder to roll more damage here. I hate the sound that he makes in my ear constantly. I guess we'll take a coin. The amount of coins you own. Okay. Blood Moon. Gain a bow in the tray on hurt bones. That's perfect. Okay, that's enough block. Now we... Well, this is still fine, right? We do 1 damage and get our bone back. You do heal, so I guess it doesn't really matter. I guess we have nothing else to do with the D8. Now, could this roll a -2? It says it always rolls what you need. No, I doubt it, because it is a D6. You know, the faces are 1 to 6, not -1 to -6. As fun as that would be. All right, there's our block. I think we did draw the D4 because we were crit. The D8, I guess we'll save this one for the Bible. We'll instead do a D4. Yeah, that's good enough. So yeah, a fight like this, it's actually a little hard for me to get damage done because they're healing for 3 every combat. I can only really do 5 damage per turn. Coin, add 1 to the counter. And we are taking damage on this turn too, because I can only use the Bible once per turn. Fair. You know what, we're about to draw. I'll throw in like a bone. We could hold on to the bones and just use them all on 1 big turn, I guess. He's doing 8 damage. I mean, I can't keep up with his damage output. You know, I'll put up block. We rolled another bone. Failed roll, it's fine. 1. You know what, I'll use lucky. And then here's what I'm gonna do. Now our discard pile is very full of bones, but we've gotta hit him. Now he's doing 9 damage per turn. If we roll 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I can kill you if we roll a crit. Oh my god. Perfect. Very lucky. That was a hard fight. Healing enemies is really annoying. Silver Star, draw 3, or Fishhook return. Give me the draw 3. With the bones, it's very easy for us to manipulate crits. So why not take the thing that lets me draw more and then we can just manipulate more crits into existence. You might as well throw it on the board. We'll take some block. Should not have rolled that. That was the wrong thing to roll. I guess by doing any damage, I draw. That's fine. I'll block 2. You're doing 2. Good enough. I am desperate for equipment, but I think we are approaching equipment. And you're dead next turn, because we rolled our lucky die. Guaranteed crit. And if we want, guaranteed those. So coins are basically bones, but they're not bones, they're coins. They might have another value. So I'm adding them. I don't know why I'm adding them, but I'm adding them. Please be a weapon. Odd die? I don't care. Do we not get any equipment on this run as this character? Here we go. I don't have enough coins, which is a damn shame. Traybound D6, Crystal D4, predicting the roll, reroll an object, or Ghost Tooth, reroll a high value. See, Ghost Tooth could enable us to roll higher if we roll a 4, and then we can dupe the 4 on the cross dagger. That's what I'm thinking. But I really wanted one more coin. We could have gotten more equipment. It's the first time that guy's even had equipment. It's a shield. On crit, you can roll a d6. I'll take it. And I'm fighting the bishop again, because why not? Gain a bone. Oh, you hurt me on bones. Well, we can play our bones. It's not hugely problematic. Like at any point in time, we can just play bones, crit, hit him once, get 1 bone in hand, block it. Like that's acceptable. That's the first time you've had money. Oh, Quark, you're right. The previous times we went to the shop, we had no money, so he offered us the Blood Blade. That's what was going on there. Okay. Dude, I hate healing enemies. This is so terrible. Like I can't get past these freaking annoying ass enemies. I'll roll a d4 on that. I'll bone that. I'll block that. I'll wooden shield this. Roll a d6. No need. Block it. Go to the bone dagger. You know what? This is not a bad turn to actually just do this. We get everything but a bone out of our deck, but we did a lot of damage. He eats the bones! My bone! He took my bone! A bone, what a bone bastard. Did I draw? Oh, you draw from the discard bag. There was nothing in the discard pile. I understand. We need more block, but I'm just gonna spend the bone. Oh, we should. You know what? This is good enough. We get a bone, but we don't take any damage and he eats the bone. Bex, welcome. And Somna, hello. Yes, die for the Lich. Honestly, looking pretty good so far. I have nothing in my hand except bones. So I'm going to hit you, and then I'm going to get rid of my bone. You know, that's a good way of getting rid of the bone he gives you. All right, you've re-upped your bone buff. So we should hit you first. We should definitely be hitting you first. Abe is boned. You wish. Alright, next turn we're killing you, dude. I hope you're ready to die. We need to get more block. So there you go. Gets rid of the bone. So far we've taken, I think, no damage? Maybe we took, no, we took 3 on a previous fight, I think. This is going well. In fact, he's dead. I like the part where Abe said bone. You would, 68. You can re-roll 1s, draw an extra object at the start of every turn. An extra object is nice because our bag is getting filled with bones, so we need to draw more, I think, to compensate for that. Re-rolling 1s is not that problematic because we have 1s. They're called bones. I find it annoying that we keep getting the same object multiple times. Whenever it's drawn from the bag, increase its value by 1. Medallion of Greed. Sure, I'll add it just because it's new. We'll see how bad it can be. Crystal D8 predicts the roll of something. Sure. Roll a ghost D4 on every roll. Or draw 3 times on a 10. Including bones? Ah, dude, the snake dagger is so bad, but I need a weapon. The cross dagger can only do 4. Here's my problem. Last run, we had a really defensive-minded build, and it helped a lot for some of the enemies who can hit hard. We don't have that much defense. We only have a couple of okay or bad shields, right? Wouldn't we rather have a good shield that lets us draw, and then we can play more bones with the cross dagger? That seems better. Like, the dagger would be nice, but we can slow play fights, potentially. I'm taking the shield, man. And I'm going heavy on the draw. I think that... Well, hold on, can I get the weapon from the shop now? Oh my god, I can. Incredible. I think we've just replicated the run we had last time, but now we have bones, but we got rid of the thing that makes bones. We still have 5 bones in the deck. Alright, I feel better. Predicts the roll of a random die in your tray. So this is a 5. Oh, I could have played it. I could have played it. Crap. Crap. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Well, we know that's gonna be a 5. Maybe I just save it then? We don't need anything else. I could draw 1 from the 5, but we don't need the block. I'd rather not do damage if I can't do a lot of damage. You eat my bones! I forgot. See, it doesn't say it eats your bones, so I forget that he eats my bones. But he does, in fact, eat my bones. What a bastard. What a bone bastard. Roll 4. Oh my god, it did it. Thank you for the draw. We're still taking damage. And we have to get rid of our bones, but it's something. 8, 13, draw. Let's do 14, 15. Dude, the medallion could be really good with this sword, I'm realizing. We want to roll. We can roll for damage. Dude, if we roll high enough, I could just kill him. do it. And then we have bones, which we need to play. Okay. This is not bad. Doesn't it feel legendary? This blade? From hell's heart I stab at thee. Okay. It predicted a 7. Okay, so if we can roll a 5, didn't. Let's draw more. I mean, I could easily get what I need now. And we have a bone, but we can get some damage done. What rolls? All right, you know what? Just accept that we did no damage. And, all right, bone. I've got the book here really, we didn't need the book. With our build, with being able to easily get this 10, it seems, we should have taken the other equipment because it's very easy to get more bones in the build, in the deck, I should say. But this is still fine because the Bloodblade and this Gogstad shield is just incredible. And the medallion seems to work very well with the blade because it'll always be useful, pretty much. That's a 1. What a terrible roll. All right, duplicate a 3, becomes 7, 8, 9, 10. Draw 3, put a block. We didn't even need to put a block now that I look at it. That's fine. We just need to do damage anyways. And whatever, save the bone. Should have attacked first on that turn. Probably. Okay, you're doing 10. Great first roll. I'll spend the bones. Ah, right. Trinkets you can roll after you crit. So the Medallion of Greed, we can always add it to a crit if we crit. Think of this as like an Ember die that you can only ever roll on Ember, on crit. That's pretty interesting. I'm gonna end my turn, because we're taking none. I don't want to hit him and add a bone. We should have, but we'll just do it on this turn. Yeah. Predict a 6. All right. Seems good. You know what? I'm gonna dupe the... I don't need to dupe anything. Take the block. Bloodblade it. We have a d6, so if we can roll to... This is probably fine. Medallion, Lucky, Ghost, Bone, 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 Bone. And just roll everything. We can kill him. Look at this board. 35 damage on the Bloodblade. It's too good. They had to add this in to make it easy to win. I hate getting the same thing twice. Trigger crit if not in failed. I like it. Remove something from my deck. Remove a... Remove a 4. We don't need low rolls anymore. We did for the cross, but we got rid of the cross. Also, not having 4s is nice because then you don't buff the stags, I guess. Trigger crit if not failed. That means we can't roll die, we can roll trinkets, and we will draw. So we want minimum value. And then we could try to trigger the crit, but I might just want to roll, and then we can bone, do it anyways, not worry about it. And then sword. I mean, I could crit, but there's no reason to crit. Except we can add value to the rolls. But I wanna build up my board. So maybe I will play the medallion and maybe a 4 and I guess I could kill a stag pretty easily. Five goes to, I literally can't because of the 2 1s. Well, in that case, we're not taking any damage. And I can... Should have added the bone to it. We're gonna lose a bone. Whatever, lose the bone. What's interesting is that the debuffs do not get purged after combats, so I keep rolling that debuff over where I take bone damage. I don't know if that's intentional. It feels like it's not. So that's a 1. You know what? Ghost. 1 bone. We need 11 block. There's 12. Now, we need to do 7 damage on the blade. Taste my blade. There you go. Just taking 11 damage, that's enough. Kill you. Don't need to use the ring end turn. We can only, you know, kill 1 enemy per turn, but could have triggered the crit, says Quark. If I don't need to trigger the crit, it's fine, because if I can just manually trigger the crit by rolling die, I do need to clear my board out anyways. I can only roll 11 on the legendary blade, and we draw so much. Like, I have almost my whole deck in hand. I need to play things. And I want to roll anyway so we can get this greed medallion trinket really, really scaling. Okay, what do I should put up a bunch of block. I should draw 3. Which only drew 2 now that I look at it. Then we can go to the weapon. Predict. That's a 3. Roll the... Well, this. Definitely enough to kill you. I'm happy with that. When hurt, discard an object from my tray. Again, that's not that bad. So we're up to 7 on the medallion, which is awesome. It actually is. Natural crit, 10. I'll play the bones. Oh, you know, you're not bone debuffing me. It's perfect. That's a 2. Pretty bad. I haven't even used my lucky die lately because I feel like I haven't needed it. Okay, well, here's what we're gonna do. Then, add 7. I could dupe 7, but I think I'm just gonna attack you and end my turn. I wanna save some things in hand that I can use as fallback. Like, oh, I really need to hit a crit here. Then you toss in the crit ring. He actually got rid of my crit ring. I haven't even played it yet. It's a 5. You know what? Oh, the failed roll. That's gonna happen. Still, the shield is so good. Because in a game like this, draw is usually so important. Don't roll another 4. Perfect, thank you. Add 8. You're gonna curse me. There's not much I can do about that. Goodbye, lucky D6. We didn't even need the block. I don't know why I'm trying to get the block out of the shield when he's not attacking. That's very silly. Medallion of Greed is at 9. God, I want it to be high. That's worth 3. I think here I'm gonna bone crit, which drew, and then I could play the Medallion of Greed if I wanted another big burst of block. But I want to do damage. I think I'll just use, well, I will do it because we can just save the Ghost Tooth for another thing, I guess. All right, let's try to hit you hard. 3. Okay, we're not going to be hitting you very hard, it seems. Bone it up. Get rid of this bone and hit you. That was, not the... you know what? Hold on. You can't steal from me! You got 2 HP. Gladair says, I just hit 1,000,000 channel points. I know, I gotta do something with those one of these days. Here, I'll kill you with exact damage. Alright, that sword is broken. Copper can't roll higher than the highest value on the board. Ember can be rolled after a crit. Crystal Ball predicts 3 random rolls, so it's not a die itself, but it will do more predictions. Bone die. Roll to gain bones equal to the result. That's an insane number of bones. Good lord. Why would you need that many bones? Okay. That's all of the characters, I think. So there's different modifiers you can get for every single die on the board. There's also some that apparently we haven't seen. Soul, Obsidian, every side is a 4. Okay. I like that. Odd die. Maybe there's an even one, I don't know. Negative die, copper die, bone die, crystal die, tray bound, spike. Take 1 damage on a reroll, but you can always re-roll it. Very handy. Lucky die, it's always what you need. Gamblers, on success, create a red chip, and on fail, create a black chip. Black chips have negative value. Ah, so if you bust, it'll lower your roll instead of busting. It's like positive or negative cards from Dungeons and Degenerate Gamblers. All right, I like it. There's a lot of interesting gameplay here with being able to A, hold your dice turn to turn, and B, only having 3 pieces of equipment that you can use, and doing rolls in certain orders. It's fun. It's interesting. I like it. I really do. I can't come up with any like suggestions or ideas off the top of my head right now for things that I would like to see, or that maybe like gameplay mechanics that we could add in, but you know, there's a lot in the game right now that we have not seen, a lot of items and equipment. But this Bloodblade, Enter the Blood Shop, I accidentally stumbled across it, and it's the most powerful weapon that I've seen out of everything. Get that and a shield and you're great. But Devil Curse, 99. Roll a negative d4 on every die roll from the tray. On crit, destroy negatives. That seems real weird. But yeah, fun game. Connie's telling me that the demo will be available out on the 22nd. That sounds about familiar to myself from what I remember. The demo will be released on the 22nd. There is no embargo on coverage, so I'm safe to be making this video here. Early access tentatively planned for Q4 2025. So this is a game that currently is just going to have a demo available. at the end of the year, probably jump into early access after it gets a little bit of additional feedback, but I really like this game right now. I'm liking the kind of gothic setting that they have. I like the art style because it's simple, but it's not like a heavy pixelated aesthetic. There's a little bit of animation here. You can tell like the hair of the characters, is that trees or her hair in the background there. There's a little bit of animation happening to keep the game alive, but aesthetically it's pleasing. The gameplay is interesting. I'm curious to see what they can do with it. But yeah, this is a definite thumbs up from me. For those of you on YouTube, hey, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you've enjoyed it, subscribe for more, check me out on Twitch for when I go live, support the channel at the various links below in the video description, and I hope to see you here again for the next Let's Look At.